Siolo Thompson is a Seattle-based illustrator, writer, and product designer. She is known for her clean, minimalist work and realistic renderings of the human figure and the natural world. Is it any wonder that her decks have been a favorite of many a reader these past few years, with their beautiful watercolor renderings of the natural and mythical world? Well, we now have a much awaited addition to her collection of decks, and it is the Winterseer Animal Companion. Gain the wisdom of long-revered creatures from the northern climes. Per the description for the deck, experience Celtic and Norse lore in a brand new way with this exquisite oracle deck. The Winterseer Animal Oracle shows you how to deepen your divination practice through the wisdom of 56 marvelous creatures native to northern climates, from salmon and magpie to badger and bear. Featuring Siolo Thompson's impressive watercolor illustrations, these cards bolster your readings with their stunning details, and the accompanying guidebook uses the mythology of bygone days to inspire your modern life. Let's take a closer look at this brand new oracle deck with a musical flip through, and I'll meet you on the other side. enjoyed the musical flip through of the Winterseer Animal Oracle deck. I think this deck is so beautiful. Still what you expect from Llewellyn as far as production, and it follows the same vein as Siolo Thompson's other two decks that I have. I do not have her, I believe it's called the Head Witch Oracle, the Plant Oracle deck, but seeing this deck, and I enjoy the other two tarot decks very much, I think I'm going to get it. And I think that they'll all work wonderfully together. Oh my gosh, this is my... I love seals. I mean, I love so many animals, but this one, the sweet expression on this one, I think we're going to take a look at the guidebook soon, and I'm going to pull this one out and see what it says, because I'm in love with this card. I'm in love with all of them. And you know, lately, I have just been feeling a pull towards nature. Now, I live in the city, but my husband and I do get to enjoy, we take 2.5 to 3 mile walks every evening after, you know, he quits from work. And where we are in Austin, we're kind of on the edges of the city and kind of on the rim. So there's still a lot of undeveloped land. So on our walks, we are privileged to see a lot of wildlife. A lot of deer crosses our path in the evening, red foxes. We've run across a few snakes. The non-poisonous ones, not rattlers, but I think they're known as rat snakes, and they're prevalent here in Texas. We've been hearing the whippoorwills, and it's really, really neat to run across these creatures. Now, there's a property, a large property, a couple of blocks away that we pass, and they have a bunch of goats and a donkey, and it's just, it's one of the high points of my day to go on this walk with my husband, because we're out in nature and we're, you know, connecting a little bit, so to speak, and appreciating the animal life. And there was recently a report that was very sobering and upsetting about, you know, the many bird species that are going extinct or that have become extinct. And yeah, our natural world is in peril. And a deck like this kind of just makes you mindful of that, and it just brings to the forefront the beauty and the wonder of nature. I do like how the keywords are not entirely vague, as keywords on an oracle deck can sometimes be. And so with that, I think I want to go into the guidebook and see how it's laid out, and let's do that right now. All right, so as you can see, the guidebook pretty much follows the same format as the Lion Strider and the other Quintero. Beautiful colored pictures, glossy cover, and there is a beautiful picture of the beautiful artist and creator. So you see there's not much to the table of contents. We have an introduction using the decks, and then right into the card meanings. We get a full-blown picture of the card, and we're going to find this little seal, creativity. So it's all alphabetical. So for the seal, oh, it looks like the picture is on the other side. Oh my gosh, I do love that we get a larger depiction of the beautiful artwork that's on the card. I really enjoy this, and it's really good that you can take the book in if you're going to study it and read it, and you don't have to take your deck if you kind of read in bed like I do. So this is, you know, Llewellyn always does a beautiful job with their books. So we get keywords. So for the seal, it's creativity, duality, inspiration, transformation, adventure. And you get a little bit about the seal, and then you get what the card means if you pull it up in a reading. So, for instance, the seal is an ambiguous creature that moves like a fish through water, which also, being a warm-blooded mammal, comfortable on land. The seal's duality is further highlighted in stories like that of the fairies called selkies, mythic half-seal, half-human creatures. A selkie transforms from a seal into human form by removing their seal skin, which looks like a fine silver cloak when not on the body. Many selkie tales center on human fishermen stealing a selkie's woman's cloak in order to force her to remain in human form and become his wife. In one such tale, a selkie trapped by a fisherman lives for many years as a human woman. Indeed, she seems to forget her seal self as she bears human children and tends the fisherman's house. After some years pass, one of the children finds the beautiful silver seal skin that the fisherman stole from the selkie, hidden in a trunk in the attic. When the child brings it to his mother, she remembers the ocean and her true self. She returns to the sea and is never heard from again. All right, so I like that we get the folklore, the story behind the animal, and then we have a section for what it means in a reading. So seals are limited creatures that pass freely between land and sea. They are symbolic of the ability we have to pass in and out of the unseen realm and to draw inspiration and creativity from the deep waters of the subconscious. The stories of selkies remind us the dual nature of creativity. Our worldly lives require attention and time, but we must remember that we also belong to the unseen. If we don't honor our creative selves, we risk losing our connection to inspiration. Like the selkie who forgot her seal self, we can become so mired with the drudgery of the everyday that we forget our creative or spiritual selves. The seal can represent ourselves or someone in our lives who is otherworldly, detached, or even odd. Such people are disconnected from the everyday materialism that drives much of the external world and are instead far more in touch with the subconscious realm. To force them or yourself to get their head out of the clouds is akin to taking away the selkie's skin. While life has certain practicalities that must be attended to, we should honor our poets and artists and dreamers and allow them space to swim. In its negative aspect, this card may represent the selkie's sorrowful song calling you back to the sea. Are you neglecting your spiritual or creative life? Are you so preoccupied with worldly matters that your inner self is languishing in neglect? Remember to take time to rest and rejuvenate, to dream and create. Okay, I think I picked a good one because I think a lot of us can relate to this. And I think the writing is beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you resonate with this reading and with the meaning of this card in any way, shape, or form? Okay, for fun, I just very quickly pulled out some decks in my collection that I thought would pair well with this beautiful Winterseer Animal Oracle. So let's take a look. excited to use this oracle, especially with my other Siolo Thompson decks, but also with some of the decks that I pulled out and just showed you. I think it's a beautiful deck of, again, expected Llewellyn quality with the guidebook, the packaging, and easy to shuffle cardstock. I love the keywords on the cards themselves. I think, you know, they're not too vague. And I love that the guidebook goes into the stories, the folklore, the myth. And yeah, I think it's a hit, but of course the proof is in the pudding when I try to read with it with some tarot decks. So let me know in the comments below, were you waiting to see an unboxing of this deck? Were you not sure? Do you have and enjoy Siolo Thompson's other decks? Let me know everything and all your thoughts in the comments below. And I want to thank you for spending time with me. And with that, I'll leave you to get on with your beautiful day. Bye for now.